Mother Earth, we are the life givers. We are the ones that do the work, and we have that extra sense, perception of many things. Men do too, but we're the ones that are more like Mother Earth. We're the ones that give life. They say we're the life, we're the water carriers. We are. I was in water before I was born. I came through this river of life when I was born. And we have the same amount of water in our whole body as there is in the world. That's our connection even to water. Our water's a life giver. You cry, those tears are water, and it's okay to cry because you feel a lot better after a good cry than if you came and spoke to me for $200 an hour. Or a psychologist, you feel better. Or you could go and buy the most expensive drink in the world that will not quench your thirst like water does. See? And water, cleansing water, we use water in the sweat lodge. Water's used for everything. And making our medicines and just helpful that way.
So one of the things that you recommend for women to stay well is to use water.
Basically, and also to watch their cycle. Your menstrual cycle controls everything. Like if you're upset, you're stressed out, your cycle is going to be late or you're going to be sick. It's telling you something. So when you take care of yourself, your cycle is going to be on time. You're going to know how to take care of yourself at that time. And there's a lot of do's and don'ts because how we respect our cycle, how we respect ourselves as women. That's really important because today we work right through those days. We don't take care of ourselves during that day. We should be able to rest during those 4 days. Like when Mother Earth is resting, 4 months, we were given 4 days. Then all the spring, it gets all cleaned out. It's a very sacred, powerful time for a woman. At that time, because of discharging, they say, contaminants. We're getting cleansed out. You'll notice how black it is when at the beginning, how clean it is at the end. Like a lot of, I don't know where that came from, where we couldn't touch anything. There's things we can touch and there's things we cannot touch. There's things that happen when you first get to puberty. Men reach puberty, they have to go through their fasting. A boy he starts to grow hair on his face and he starts to change his voice. The women have their cycle and they start growing their breasts. And at that time you're considered an adult, a young adult. Because from the time you were born, you started to learn how to take care of yourself. And when you got to that age, now you're an adult, you're a young adult. You can take care of yourself. And there was a big celebration for that. And today it's kind of hard to do that because we were put in the woods before. Today we've been using bedrooms because people are living in the cities. And we have ceremony right in the house. We just put a lot of cedar and have the speaker and our young adult comes out. I remember my nephew was watching for his niece to come out. She's going to come, and she sat by the stairs waiting for her to come out because she wasn't supposed to look at him or do nothing there those 4 days. When she came out, he was looking at her and said, "You still look the same." That kind of thing. And pretty soon he had to start, and they blackened his face and they told him, "You go outside today now. 7 o'clock, we'll put you outside. You got to practice. Not eat or drink water till noon. This is practice. We'll have a special meal for you for your practice." So then both my son and her son went. They were gone. Because children, when you send them outside, they're going to play out all day. You're not going to worry about eating or anything. So I said, "You can't eat or drink anything till noon. This is your practice." Put black on their face, send them out. 9 o'clock, somebody is pounding on the door. "What time is it now?" 9 o'clock. You got 3 more hours out there. Half an hour later, "What time is it?" I'm getting thirsty, I'm getting hungry. No, not time. That was a test for them. I don't remember how old they were when they were told to start practicing. They were they were made to, you have something to look forward to. There's a purpose in your life, and you start practicing early. So that time in their lives, puberty or cycles, and was really, really important. Everything was revolved around that and taking care of us, because we swallow so many things. Women, somebody looks at you in a mad look or something, and first thing is you swallow. No matter with that person, you swallowed it, whatever. So all that stuff is in here. See, you're worrying, somebody's talking about sickness and health, and you're swallowing that. So you need to go through that cleansing time in a respectful way. Stay away from everybody. We told people, if you could not work during those days, don't work. Today it's impossible. And a lot of times, if you can't touch food, you gotta cook, put gloves on. Or you could freeze food, or you could order. It's a lot easier today, as long as you just stay in your room, get home from work, stay in your room and relax, and just start thinking about you and how you could better take care of yourself. What happened 2 weeks ago when I got so upset? I didn't have time to really think about it. See, all these things that are coming out, you're helping it come out. All these stresses, everything that you carry around with you, because those things will turn into nervous breakdown, cancer, different kinds of illnesses that traditional healers have helped women get rid of. See, those are the kinds of things that women had their own cleansing. They didn't have to go in a sweat lodge unless there was a sickness. They didn't have to go in a sweat lodge. Today, we've been taking women in a sweat lodge to get all their stresses out so they don't continue to be sick, because a lot of them were in alcohol and drugs and, just abusing themselves, because you got all this stuff in you and you haven't taken care of yourself. You worked right through those days instead of taking the time and looking at what happened to you from last month, because you don't have time. Most of the time, from the time, I don't know, you're a 24/7 person. See? But you're not. You think you are. So that's why you need those days to take care of yourself and let go of all your stresses. There's a lot involved in taking care of yourself today.